what it is, what it do. It's your girl Brittany, back better, another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is, I know what it is. We both know I post frequently. All right, y'all, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing a Dougie bow, our Dougie yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this video. So in this video, y'all, we'll be getting into the winners of Mean Girls and also the runner-ups. So first of all, congratulations to all the ladies for their wins, the first and second place in this Mean Girls show, or whatever the case is. I don't know what they won, but hopefully it's something good. Hopefully it's not a Now That's TV chain, okay? Simple, okay? Let's pay a bill around here. Thank you. Maybe even 3. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So first things first, I personally didn't care for this season of Mean Girls. It was okay, it was cool, but it wasn't the first thing I was running to on Sundays. It definitely wasn't. It absolutely wasn't. It was more like maybe the second thing I would watch on Sundays, but I definitely wasn't like, oh my God, girl, I gotta go watch Mean Girls. I got to. Maybe like the first few episodes with the whole Fly 9 situation, the Vanity sisters getting beat up by BCB. You know, in the beginning, maybe I was flying to my TV to see the fall-ins. But quickly, I seen that I wasn't as engaged in the show. The show became very repetitive with the Vanity Rose storyline. And I definitely understand that this was the storyline that carried the season, obviously. So in that regard, they should win because if nothing else, their storyline carried the season. But if we just going off of like a fight and really like bringing hands to the table, we're definitely not giving it to the Vanity Rose girls. Because honestly, Honey and Hazel were not fighters. Hennessy was a fighter, but not her duo or trio. They were more so hype men for her, but they definitely weren't getting out there. I would say I definitely thought that Zanaya and Mumak or Mary would be the winners. I definitely thought that they would be the winners, obviously, because they were the ones who got in the field most of the season. They were the ones who had the most fades for the season. You know, just all that. Like, they really was out there doing their thing. Or Mary, should I say, was out there doing her thing. Zanaya was picking and choosing the person that she wanted to do her thing with. Okay, simple. But congratulations to Vanity Rose. I mean, who am I? Just a person with a mic and who gives her opinion on stuff. But for me, I'm just like, I definitely felt as though it could have been somebody besides them, but go off Sway. And like I said before, if we going off the storyline purpose, then yes, I'm going to give it to them. And their music definitely slaps. I'm not going to lie to you. Pretty Girls Get Lonely Too is my jam. And obviously, Anywhere is my jam. But if I'm going off my own opinion, they really didn't do anything to win. Definitely, like I said before, if the storyline wasn't surrounded around them, if they did not carry the season as far as storyline, I don't believe they would have won. Just in my opinion. But too, like I said, congratulations to them. Hennessy very much so highlighted herself to be one of the fall-in queens. And she did in mine. Very much so. And that's what landed her on the next show of Young and Reckless. So congratulations to her. All right, let's move on to the runner-ups. Now, if we're going off the season, no, absolutely not. Double Trouble should not be up here if we're going off the season. No, they shouldn't. Because Double Trouble audition, very much put the fire up under that ass and lit it up. And, obviously we felt as though, oh yeah, they gonna really get in there. They gonna do their thing. They got in the house. They were boring as hell. Boring and gave nothing. The confessionals were way more entertaining than them actually being in the house. So when they got to the reunion, it was redemption time. And obviously that's what landed in the spot here to be runner-up, because they was really calling girls out and trying to put Belt's ass. But Zanaya did not want to get up out of her seat. She was scared and still got tore by Casalea. So when it comes to the reunion, obviously we all watched it. Double Trouble kept calling out BCB, but only Mary was willing to fight. Zanaya was over there timid, thinking about her life flashing before her eyes, and she did not want that when it came to Casalea. She had been dodging Casalea all season, and low-key too, Casalea wanted to be buddy-buddy with Zanaya. She wanted to moonwalk around her, do TikToks and everything else. She really wanted to be her friend. But, obviously, she looked back at the seasons. Zanaya was popping it on them panels. So, she wanted to get out there. Very much so. I will say this. I am doing a Mean Girls panel. But I'm going to go on shout out Kobe. Zanaya and Casalea fight was very weak. We had to wait that whole time. We had to wait to all 3 parts for them to finally get it. And when they got it, it was very much so like a be fucking for real. Like, this is what we had been waiting on. Seriously. It was very weak. But like I said before, if we're going off of just auditions and reunions, they ate that up. They did their thing. But if we're going off house alone, I definitely don't believe they should have been runners up, because they didn't do nothing. And obviously when they was on them panels saying Double Trouble should win, Double Trouble should win, I'm like, yeah, y'all should win. They came and turned up and started calling Zanaya and them out at the reunion. I feel as though that's the only reason why they won. And honestly, if we're going off the 3rd part, they shouldn't even won off of that, because the fight was weak. But Casalea was doing all that screaming. Obviously, they got pressure. Yes, clock that T. Yes, get her. Get that bitch. They got pressure. And I'm glad that they did get pressure. I'm glad they ate her up. Get that hoe every time. But to me, they didn't even do enough at the reunion to get runner-up. Like, no shade. The reunion, they was redeeming themselves, and if we're going off them fighting alone, they didn't redeem themselves. Like, yes, y'all got married, got that bitch. But other than that, it was a lot of screaming, okay? They shouldn't have been runners up. They said they will be coming back for season 3. Hopefully, season 3 is belt to ass every day. BTA, BTA, BTA. Hopefully, they stand on BTA. But other than that, I just don't feel as though they should have been runner-up if we're going off the reunion alone. At the reunion, if we really just cut the talking and just watch, they were doing nothing but yelling. When they finally did get out there, yes, they got Zanaya, but the fight was weak. The fight wasn't like, yeah, on God, you really ate her up. You did that. You needed that on my mama. It did not get it. It gave, you needed that. You got that, and then what the hell happened? More so. In my opinion, they should have let them ran that back at least 2 or 3 rounds. But they didn't let them run 2 or 3 rounds. And obviously we knew Zanaya was scary, but I still don't think that her being scary in that little weak fight goes to them being runner-up. I don't believe that. And if we just gonna be for real, the runners-up should have been BCB. Even though at the reunion, Zanaya was scared and didn't want to fight Casalea, but preferred to fight Queen D. Crazy as hell. I'm glad they did not let you run it with her. I still think if we're going off the season alone, BCB should have been the runners-up. Very much so. Because if the Vanity Sisters carried the season with their storyline, if they was the major, BCB was the minor. Very much so. Very much so. They were the minor. Very much. Like, they got out there with everybody except Casalea and them. So I definitely think, we being fair and just off the season, yeah, they should have got that. They very much so should have been runners up. And honestly, even if we going with the Vanity Rose sisters, if we're going in the house, no, they shouldn't have won. Because mind you, we cannot just go off Hennessy alone. Hennessy definitely was out there doing her thing, but Hennessy is one person. She's in a trio. So at least the duo should have been out there putting belt to ass. But if it's just one putting belt to ass and the other one's getting the belt put on their ass, y'all shouldn't have won. If we just being honest. But two, if we just doing all collectively with the show and the reunion, yeah, they should win. Because once Hazel got there, Hazel sobered up. She was on demon time. All that scary shit went out the window. She got on there. She needed that, and she handled her business, as she should, though. It took forever for her to do it, though. No shade. But she definitely was out there BTA. She did not mind. She fell all the way in, win, lose, or draw. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think about my commentary on this subject at hand. Love y'all. See y'all in the next one. Bye.